The Great Depression is the reason that dog food must now meet the standards for human consumption. People were so desperate just to survive during this time that they were eating things like dog food. They were even eating roadkill out of necessity. They hunted for pigeons, squirrels, rats, stray cats, and dogs, which obviously led to a huge uprising of diseases like hantavirus and salmonella. Black Americans and Mexican Americans were disproportionately affected during this time as they were often the first ones to lose their jobs. Imagine being raised in a country where the law is just now starting to recognize you as a human being. You're finally given the ability to work for a living and make a wage to support and raise your family just for a financial crisis to come and take it all away. And now you're fighting for the survival of yourself and your children. There were also over 1 million Mexican Americans who were deported or pressured to leave the states even if they were a US citizen. Around 300,000 teenagers left their families to begin hopping trains to look for work elsewhere in the country, but they were often killed by guards or would die from falling under the wheels. As you can imagine, there were a lot of people dying during this time, but people couldn't afford funeral costs. I mean, they couldn't even afford medical care that would keep themselves from dying. So many of the bodies of those who passed were buried in unmarked graves. Children were often abandoned at orphanages or sold, and the self-elimination rate went up nearly 50%. Despite widespread starvation, 6 million pigs were slaughtered and wasted by farmers acting under government order. Hundreds of thousands of cattle were killed for nothing under the government's Emergency Livestock Reduction Program, which is essentially a program designed to raise the value of agricultural goods, because if you have too much of something, it becomes less valuable and you're not able to capitalize on it. A version of this program still exists today, and while the government did pay farmers for their cattle or other goods that were destroyed so they wouldn't face bankruptcy from a lack of profit, wasting food when hundreds of thousands of people are dying from starvation is a very controversial move and just plain tragic.